The location of Grand Theft Auto 6, a question that will answer a lot of questions. Let's begin first with some possible evidence. If you've been paying attention to the job listings that different Rockstar branches put onto their job listing website, then you'll have noticed that Rockstar New England put up a request back in October 2021 for a special effects artist that is capable of creating large-scale destruction events like skyscrapers crashing to the ground. Okay, now what does this say about a possible location for GTA 6? Well, we know from history the first skyscraper was built in 1885, but in terms of today's buildings it was just a tall building. But then the massive skyscrapers became popular in the 1920s, meaning that if this job listing really is in connection with GTA 6, then we know the time era will be set after the 1920s when skyscrapers became an everyday thing to see. Then diving into another job listing this time by Rockstar India, they are looking for a mixed media animator, and if we look under the what we do section, the description specifies the team creates content for in-game media. This has caused many people to pay attention to that keyword in-game media, with the fear that this can reveal more information towards the time era of GTA 6. As the community thinks in-game media is referring to websites and TV shows found in the game world, and knowing that the internet didn't become mainstream until the 1990s, people speculate this means Grand Theft Auto 6 must be set sometime after the 1990s, along with the many rumours in the past that the game will apparently start in the 70s and continue through until the present day in a changing environment world, similar to what they've done in Red Dead Redemption 2, but on a bigger scale that the new technology can run. Now we have the speculated area out of the way, this creates a path for possible locations. What location is full of the most content fill-in possibilities during the 80s and onwards? Miami, or in GTA terms, Vice City. The small hints of evidence for this claim is frequent in GTA 5, such as the Vice City beach towels, the ticket brochure for Vice City Michael has in his house, the dialogue of some pedestrians, and of course the sea monster that can be seen in the water from Cayo Perico can be a reference to the massive myth from Vice City surrounding the same sea monster. The matter of the fact too is that Vice City is the only location not quote unquote brought into the heist universe. Of course we got the remaster with the trilogy, but in terms of actually making a whole new Vice City with a whole new map, it hasn't been done yet. As well as also tying into the massive supposed GTA 6 project leak called Project Americas, which in short terms is a rumoured leak that Grand Theft Auto 6 will be set in Vice City and include a Southern American city that will overall be a map bigger than both Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5 combined. Although the source that made this claim stated they don't know whether it will be set in the current era Miami or return to the 80s, but that it will be an overall game that is focused on the Colombian drug trade. There was also unconfirmed evidence in the past that Rockstar was scouting interior locations in Miami by using a location scout to get different ideas of Miami's interiors. A Reddit user first posted this 2 years ago, claiming that the local shop he works for had Rockstar scouts looking at the area and asking his manager permission to take pictures of the building for reference while leaving this letter. This seems really suspicious at first glance, sort of like a scheme someone done to get some free attention, but there's more evidence that points towards this being true. Look at the bottom of the page to the contact information. The number is scribbled out, but the email and name is still visible. Well, if you look Leah up, she is actually a legit scouting agent that can be found online to hire as a production scout, even having all of her movies she has worked on being shown on her IMDb. So we know she is a professional at her job, so it's no wonder Rockstar hired her. Leah also mentioned in a podcast back in May of 2019 that she is very fortunate to get a large client that has hired her to basically arrange site tours and visits, as well as mentioning it as a digital media company, although she signed an NDA so she can't disclose who it is.
So I've also been very fortunate to get a large client that has hired me to arrange basically site tours and visits. It's a digital media company, and I've signed an NDA, so I can't disclose who it is, but they've been exploring various areas of our state and of other states in the Southeast, and I've been planning and arranging those visits for their personnel, and that's been kind of a very interesting expansion of what I normally do as well.
I mean, at this point, I think the ball is 90% inside of Miami's court. It just makes sense for GTA 6 to be there. They know everyone would love it. They can finally bring Vice City into the new HD universe, with 99% of GTA 6 leaks over the years always pointing to Vice City. And then these claims that a professional scout is going around Miami for Rockstar, with that scout herself confirming on a podcast that she is working with a massive client that she can't disclose. It just seems too much of a coincidence, and I'm not sure if I believe in coincidences. One more possible location people pointed at is the Virginia area. Personally, don't see this being true, and this was just some fun Rockstar had to spark theories, but I'll show you anyway. The Cayo Perico trailer showed a set of coordinates that when put into Google Maps led to a trail on the border of Virginia and West Virginia in the shape of VI, which of course in Roman numerals stands for 6. A cool Easter egg, but like I said, Miami seems like a more realistic location, with the story mode era starting in the 80s and advancing through to the present day. Let me know your thoughts, consider subscribing and check out my other content full of facts and evidence towards Grand Theft Auto 6 information. Until next time, Spartans, yabba!